Hey kiteboarders, this is Aaron with Elite Water Sports, and I have the new Orbit Ultra by North Kiteboarding. It's their first Aluula kite. I'm gonna go take it out and put it through its tests and also hand it off to everybody on the beach. So stay tuned. I'm gonna give you all the details. You're gonna wanna see this video. The refinements on this new Ultra is absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, they took all that DNA from the last 5 years and created like literally a masterpiece. It is going into the new construction of new Aluula. They've reduced the leading edge. It's taken them a couple years to really fine-tune it so it feels right in the sky. And what they've done is they've created a 3 kite platform. And what I mean by that is they're using regular standard construction on your Orbit, your standard Orbit. And it's great for everybody, and the durability is going to be through the roof, and you don't have to maintain it, keep it dry, keep it perfectly folded like you are going to with this Aluula kite. Look at that price point too. The Orbit is already an amazing kite, and this is that huge upgrade to that. But let's not forget that medium tier. They're gonna call that the Pro kite. The Pro kite, what they've done is taken the standard kite, they've changed the leading edge materials, they've changed where the material and Dacron come together to make a lighter, more efficient kite with less options. They're making less options so that basically it is set up for pro. They're taking the best riders from around the world and putting all their ideas and thoughts and everything that makes the Orbit amazing, and only keeping that part of the kite. It is certainly an upgrade from the standard. Now we have that Ultra. The Ultra being that Aluula, that lighter, more responsive kite. It is mind-blowing good, and it's mind-blowing how connected you are with this kite. Let's go into the fact that they've changed the materials on the canopy. They've gone to like a triple ripstop nylon. So they're also improving the life expectancy on the actual canopy. No stretching, no fatiguing. They've added some seams to where some of the canopy was kind of bagging out. When we're talking 6 months, a year down the road on the pro circuit, that's you riding all day, every day. So your normal Joe is not going to need that much refinement on the canopies, but these pros are. And that's what you're paying for with the Ultra. It's not just about it being Aluula, it's about the refinements of making it even better. So let's get right into every little detail of the construction, and then we'll take it out on the water. With this Aluula, they've been able to make this leading edge micro small. The PSIs are going to be recommended at what, 8 or 9 PSI, but I'm going to put in a lot more than that. I'm just trying to make this thing as rigid as possible. North's known for having one of the best pump up systems, and what I mean is they're using larger diameter hoses. That's no different on the Ultra. What is different though is that the center strut is the only one with a clamp. The center strut is the only one for safety for your flotation. All the other struts are actually not going to have that clamp at all to save some weight. Bridles on the Ultra are made of kite lines, a little bit thicker. I believe they're about 2.1 millimeter, but this is going to allow this kite to fly faster forward through the wind window. The canopy has been changed over to a triple ripstop, making this canopy a lot more stiff, but also more durable, and to prolong the life expectancy. Of course, you have that standard construction kite that's going to have all the settings and all the different variations on the wingtips. Well, the Pro, they delete that, and then they go back to that option on the Ultra, because they know that everybody can ride this kite and everybody can appreciate it. So not just pros are going to buy into the Aluula. North created this really cool paneling system a couple years back. It's their aerodynamic paneling. And what that does is creates a rigid platform between the leading edge and the canopy transition. When you depower your kite, it creates a bubbling effect. The wind and the loft and the swirling of it actually pushes the canopy forward, creating more drag. With this paneling system, it has almost virtually eliminated that, allowing this kite to be more aerodynamic. It also does other things, like it reduces the amount of flutter in the canopy. check this out, guys. It's a QR code. Everybody's got QR codes, but this one's going to be specific to this actual kite. So you get on North Kiteboarding, you register your kite, you get that QR code in there, and guess what? If you find your kite up on Marketplace and it shouldn't be there, you have proof that it is yours. It's your kite, nobody else's. This is a great feature. It's going to be added to all the kites. You can have the best kite on the market, but without a really, really awesome bag, it just doesn't feel right. And well, North made a fantastic bag. We all know the last couple of years they've been pretty good, but they came in this like box form, and they've still been oversized. They've been good and everything, but this one's even better because it has a top entry point with it completely opening up. It also has zipper guards that have been a lifesaver on canopies. It also comes with an accessory pouch on the inside, and that's going to have a sandbag, all your patch kits, and some air fresheners for our soggy, wet cars. It also comes with 2-meter extensions, and believe it or not, an extra 2 meters on the north bar makes it 24, and that's allowing you to get bigger air time. And let's face it, this is a big air kite. So although it's not as good for looping and stuff, but extending those lines makes you go through the roof even higher than you've ever been before. So check that out, experiment with it. Let's get out on the water and let's test this bad boy out. Today we'll be in 20 knots and we're just gonna, go out for a free ride session. So stay tuned.
Water Sports. I'll be your North demo guy this year. I got to take this Orbit 9-meter out for the last 2 days. I took it out in approximately high teens, low 20s. Great time, no problem getting upwind. Yesterday I took it out in about 30. Super light kite, loops crazy fast. Awesome control, awesome bar pressure, super excited to have it. We're gonna have it all year, obviously here to demo. So look for me to send it out and come demo the kite.
So let's recap on what I just experienced on this Ultra in the last couple of days. We've tested it out in hurricane conditions. We've tested out in 20 knots of breeze. We've tested out on the full range for this 9-meter, and what I've come up with is, well, if you're chasing this where it's just 20 knots, sure, it's a huge upgrade. Sure, you can add it to the quiver. There's nothing better for big air and doing loops and stuff like that. But that standard construction, that's what these kind of conditions are made for. When you're chasing storms, you want nothing better. You want the fastest kite on the market, the most stability, then yes, the Ultra. The Ultra is the way to go. I would say that the Pro would be that first step away from the standard and maybe have a specialty kite. Your the one and only 7 or 8 or 9 meter that you are just longing for the best, maybe put the Ultra in that placement in your quiver. I'd say this kite loops faster than all of the kites combined. It is also creating a lot more hang time. Of course, you're paying for the Aluula. You're paying for that kite to be a lot lighter. Is it flying in lighter breezes? Well, it is still 5 struts. We're not going for the lightest kite on the market. Although the Aluula is creating a lighter kite, it's creating rigidity, strength in the sky for what it's created for, storm chasing. This is Aaron with Elite Water Sports, and I highly suggest just coming out for a demo. Demo before you buy the kite. Come down to Elite Water Sports, come down to the beach, check out Kyle. He'll be on the beach this whole entire season, or just swing by the shop. We'll loan you a kite. We'll get it in your hands if you're truly interested in upgrading your kite. It's Aaron with Elite Water Sports, and I'll see you on the water.